The loner rancher waited for a common mail-order bride, but a woman too beautiful for him arrived. Jeb Carter had lived alone on his sprawling Wyoming ranch for nearly 2 decades. His only companions were the horses, the wide-open prairie, and the occasional hawk circling above. Jeb wasn't bitter, he simply accepted life as it was. He worked hard, spoke little, and kept his heart tucked away where no one could reach it. When he sent for a mail-order bride, it wasn't because he wanted romance, it was practicality. He needed help with the ranch, someone to share the quiet nights and heavy chores. He didn't imagine love would find him, he only hoped for company. The day the letter arrived announcing her arrival, Jeb rode the dusty trail to the station. He expected someone plain, modest, perhaps shy. But when the stagecoach door opened, there she was. A woman whose beauty seemed almost unfair, golden hair catching the sunlight, eyes the color of the open sky, a smile that could make even the hardest heart skip a beat. For a moment, Jeb simply stared. How could someone like her have agreed to come to his lonely, muddy, wind-whipped ranch? She walked toward him with confidence, yet there was warmth in her eyes, a kindness that softened her elegance. "I'm Clara," she said, her voice steady but gentle. "I hear you need help." Jeb swallowed hard. I reckon I do," he said, his voice rough, as if it hadn't been used in human conversation for days. At first, Clara tackled the chores with efficiency and cheer, but she never spoke of her beauty, her background, or why she'd come so far for a quiet rancher. Jeb watched her, at first self-conscious, then gradually in awe, not just of her looks, but of her compassion. She laughed when the horses acted stubborn, soothed the calves when they cried, and made even the bleakest winter days feel bearable. One evening, after a long day, Jeb sat by the fire, his hands raw from work. Clara brought him a simple meal and a cup of tea. He looked at her and admitted, I didn't expect you to be, like this. Not just, pretty. His voice faltered. I didn't reckon someone could care about a man like me. Clara smiled softly, kneeling beside him. You think kindness is for the strong, Jeb. But it's for those who have been patient enough to wait. I came here because I could see it in you, your patience, your humility, your willingness to endure life as it is. That is beautiful, too. Her words struck him harder than any storm ever could. For the first time, Jeb felt seen, not for his rugged hands, or the lonely ranch, or the scars life had left, but for his heart. Days turned into weeks. They worked together, laughed together, and even argued sometimes, but always with respect and care. And slowly, something deeper blossomed. Jeb realized he had been waiting not for a beautiful face, but for someone who could see the person beneath it. One spring morning, after a harsh winter, Jeb and Clara walked the fence line together. He looked at her, heart full, and finally said, I reckon I didn't just get help with the ranch. I got more than I ever imagined. Clara took his hand, squeezed it gently. Sometimes life surprises you. The right person comes along when you least expect them, and often, they're more than you hoped for. Jeb smiled, the wind tousling his hair. For the first time in decades, he didn't feel alone. And he understood that beauty, real, lasting beauty, wasn't about appearances. It was about patience, kindness, and the courage to open your heart, even in the middle of a lonely, dusty prairie. As the sun rose over the ranch, painting everything in gold, Jeb felt something he hadn't in years, hope. And with Clara by his side, he knew that life, in all its unexpected twists, could still be wonderful. The end.